Hey, what is going on YouTube? Mike here from Team VRY, and today we have here with us the Fitbit Versa 3, one of the newest devices from Fitbit, which was released alongside the Fitbit Sense and the Fitbit Inspire 2. Now, while it does resemble the more expensive Fitbit Sense in terms of build quality, it does lack some of the bells and whistles as a result of the lower price point. But it still comes with great features like waterproofing, built-in GPS, NFC, and even music storage. In fact, if I were to read everything that Fitbit has listed on the spec sheet for this thing, it would take quite a while to get through it all. But it just goes to show how much features and usage you can get out of this device, which of course is something that we all look forward to when getting the latest and greatest tech products. Alright, so I recently got the Versa 3 and we do have it here with us for a general unboxing and first impressions video, and I just want to do a quick hands-on with the Versa 3 and show you guys what you get if you decide to purchase this one. Let's get started. Okay, so we do have the Fitbit Versa 3 in its packaging here, which I gotta say is pretty nice, and on the outside it does tell you some information and specs about the Fitbit Versa 3. Opening the box, you are greeted by a pretty interesting layout in terms of packaging, and you do get the Versa 3 and a couple of accessories to get you started. First off, we do get a magnetic charging cable for the watch, and I do like this design a lot more than the older Fitbit Versa chargers because you no longer have to clip your smartwatch inside when charging, although the USB cable on this one is kinda short. There is also an extra strap in case you want to swap out your Versa 3 strap for a longer one, which is a nice addition to the package. Of course, we also get some paperwork which does include your manual and warranty. So last but not the least is the Fitbit Versa 3 itself, which I gotta say looks really good, and it comes in a rounded square design which looks a bit more curvy compared to the older Fitbit Versa models. Now, I did mention that it shares the same design with the more expensive Fitbit Sense, which I think is a nice move as far as hardware design goes. Alright, so let's talk about how it looks. The watch comes in a nice matte black color, which does add a minimalist look to it. It's also got an aluminum build that feels nice and sturdy, and the main part of the watch features a 1.58-inch AMOLED touchscreen that also has Gorilla Glass. The other side features your infrared sensors for heart rate and SpO2 tracking. Now, one major difference with the design is that Fitbit removed the physical button that's usually on the side of the Versa watches and instead replaced it with a capacitive sensor. It works well for the most part, but I do have to push a little harder to register touches. It kinda works a bit like the capacitive home button on the older iPhones. The Versa 3 also features a different strap design, which is a big change from the usual buckle style strap on the older Versa models. It feels a bit awkward at first if you're not used to this particular style of straps, but eventually it becomes easier to put on once you get used to it. Now, comparing it to the older Fitbit Versa Lite, you can see some of the physical design changes that I mentioned earlier. I do think that the newer design on the Fitbit Versa 3 does have a more streamlined look to it, which I do like very much. Now, setup was pretty straightforward on the Versa 3. All you need to do is switch on your phone's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS services to pair with the Fitbit app. It does take a while as the app will update the Versa 3. Of course, you do need the app itself to be updated for everything to work smoothly. Now, the app will be the main link between your watch and the smartphone, and this is where you'll be able to customize your clock faces, install additional apps, access a fully detailed report of your fitness stats, and so on. Now, once setup is complete, the watch of course is good to go and you can use it right away. Alright, so using the Versa 3 is pretty simple. There's a main default home screen or clock face that tells you the time, date, and stuff like that, but it also shows your heart rate, the number of steps you've taken, and so on. As you can see here, the navigation on the Versa 3 does seem a lot smoother than on the Versa Lite. As with the older Fitbit Versa models, you can swipe to the right to see a full list of apps and features, swipe from the bottom to see additional information, and swipe from the top to see your notifications. The side button is mainly used for waking up and closing the display and returning to your home screen, but you can also assign different functions to it. The screen is pretty bright and does automatically adjust depending on your environment. I haven't had any trouble viewing it outdoors, and it turns on with a simple twisting motion. Alright, so this is just a first impressions video, so I'll still have to use the Fitbit Versa 3 to give you guys a better perspective of its hardware and software. So far, it's looking to be a really solid device and I'm very excited to use it. Alright guys, so thank you so much for checking out this video. If you want more content, you can browse our other videos here on Team VRY, and do consider subscribing for more content. Once again, thanks for watching.